Hey there, friends of the Master's Program. Welcome back to the Insider's Journal, where we're in the fourth part of our 7-part series on raising a family to follow Jesus. Hey, whether you're single, childless, raising young kids, or an empty nester, Matthew 12:46 through 50 reminds us we all have a family to lead. Jesus said, "Whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother." Whenever you hear the word kids or children, and if you don't have any in your home, reflect on your spiritual children, the ones that God has put in your care to develop. Last time, we explored parenting adult children by shifting from control to influence, living a faith adventure that shows God's power. Today, we're diving into how hospitality, opening your home to others, exposes your kids to real-world problems and the best examples of Jesus followers. Hey, let's start with a story from my family. When my kids were younger, our home was a revolving door for friends, neighbors, and even strangers. One evening, the single parent ministry in our church called us. They needed a temporary housing place for a mother who was headed to sleep in her car without intervention. The tough circumstances this mom found herself in was heartbreaking. We agreed to be a short-term housing place for her, to be while she was making arrangements. Being that she was new to Jesus and in this hard place, we figured any temporary inconvenience would be worth seeing Jesus lifted up. What was meant to be a short stay, however, became an even shorter. After just one night in our home, she wanted to be in control of her children and their home. Who could blame her? She had made arrangements and got settled. My kids were watching. They saw the fact that not every home has a bed, a marriage, or an intact family unit. Life doesn't hide its problems from our kids. Brokenness, pain, and sin are everywhere, from news feeds to social media to our real lives. As parents, we can't shield them from the world's mess, nor should we. But how do we help them navigate it with faith? Deuteronomy 6 through 7 calls us to impress God's commands on our children, and talking to them about this in daily life. Because if we only talk about faith in a vacuum, our kids miss seeing how it tackles real problems. Hospitality, welcoming others into our home, exposes kids to life's struggles and the best examples of Jesus followers who live out, love God, love people, make disciples. Without it, they may see faith as a Sunday ritual, not a lifeline for a broken world. So how do we use hospitality to show our kids faith in action? Here are 4 practical steps to make your home a classroom for faith through hospitality. Number 1, open your door. Invite people into your home, friends, neighbors, or someone from church facing a challenge. It doesn't need to be fancy. A simple meal or coffee works. Let your kids see you welcome others. As Hebrews 13:2 urges, do not forget to show hospitality to strangers. For some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it. 2, share real stories. During these gatherings, share how God's worked in your life. Maybe a time He provided in a crisis. This shows those who are following you that faith isn't theoretical. It's a response to real problems, to cultivate faith in your home. 3, involve your kids. Let them help. Give them an assignment. Make the snacks, greet the guests, or pray. As they grow, ask them to share a verse or story of God's faithfulness. This builds their confidence in faith. 4, and finally, model vulnerability. Be honest about your own struggles and how Jesus sustains you. When kids see you and others rely on God through real issues, they learn faith is a lifeline. Survey your kids. How does having people over help you see Jesus? Their answers can guide your hospitality. In our home, hospitality is a rhythm. We host small groups, neighbors, and even strangers. My kids see us pray with people that are facing job loss, deep difficulty, or broken relationships. They hear stories of God's provision, like when we faced uncertainty launching our calling, and God came through. Believe me, now, and in all my experience, none of this has been perfect or neat and tidy. It's powerful, shaping our hearts, however, for eternity. Think about the legacy you're building. When your kids look back, will they remember a home that hid from the world or one that welcomed it, showing Jesus' power in real problems? I want my kids to say, Mom and Dad showed me Jesus by opening our home. Hospitality isn't just kindness. It's a classroom where your kids see faith tackle life's mess. Here's your call to action. This week, invite someone over, a neighbor, a struggling friend, or a church member. Share a meal, a story, and a prayer, and involve your kids. Let them see Jesus at work. Stay with us. By episode 7, I'm going to share the most critical advice for guiding your adult children. Let's point the way out through Jesus for those who are following us. Their choices are their own, no doubt. Absent our input, they'll only be exposed to problems with no answers.